everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Bachelorette.
It's hometown dates! Can you believe it?
Yes.
Allie starts off by flying to Tampa, Florida to see Roberto.
Yes, so they met up at the University of Tampa at the baseball field.
Where supposedly he spent a lot of time.
So he gave her a jersey with her name on the back.
That was really cheap because it looked like they just got the iron-on letters from like Walmart and just ironed it on.
Well, he said it was like a jersey that he's
It was
worn
vintage.
Or something.
Vintage.
So did they like rip off his name?
I don't think the name was on there at all.
Oh, okay. That
All
makes
right,
sense.
so we find out, disgustingly, that she likes it from behind. She really likes when guys come up behind her and rub their crotches on her buttocks.
Okay, so she really hoarded up on the stage.
She really did. She kept jumping on top of him and climbing her, just like grinding on him. It was like really disgusting.
So then he gave her a special gift. It was a baseball card.
What a treat.
But not only his baseball card, it was from when he was on this team that was in her hometown.
Yeah. Not a major league team, ever.
Obvious.
So she's really nervous to meet his family because I think it's going to be obvious that it's all physical. So, yeah. They get there, they arrive, they welcome Allie into the family, and Dad was kind of a jerk at first, you know, like, yo, you gonna treat my big prize like he should be treated because he's special.
Why are you talking?
I don't know. I don't know. Dad seemed to be like, you know, I got gold here, baby. What are you gonna give me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you see the trophy room? That
Big
says
deal.
something. No, I'm saying that says something about his family.
Yeah, they're interested in trophies. They want her to be his trophy wife.
Yeah. So Roberto asked his parents for their blessings, and they were both like, yeah, of course.
Whatever. But then it was time for the salsa dance party. And everybody got up and danced, and Dad was totally wearing shape-ups. I swear to God. All right.
He likes to stay fit.
Yes, and be taller.
All right, moving on to Cape Cod, Mass for Chris L.
And his dog.
And his dog.
Jenny. So the dog really didn't like Allie. I got this feeling that, like, because he threw the ball near Allie and the dog didn't want any part of it. I think they practically had to tie meat to Allie to get the dog to go in her vicinity. And then, all of a sudden, Chris, out of the blue, was like, there's whales mating over there.
Well, they were walking along the beach.
What was up with that? Was that supposed to be some kind of a turn-on or something?
I don't know.
Yo, the whales do it. Let's do it. No. It's just him and his dad at home. Because that's all that's left. He needs to get the hell out of that house and find someone to be with. Because pretty soon it's just going to be Chris in that house.
Well, before his family arrived, they sat on the porch in the front and kind of simulated what a normal day would be like.
I guess. It ended in get me a beer. She was like, I'd like one too.
She didn't really get the hint that she was supposed to
I know. So Daddy came home, and then shortly after, the brothers and their wife and fiance arrived as well. Break out the wine! Yeah, so Allie was drinking beer, she was drinking wine, she went back to beer, then some more wine. It was a drunko fest. Dad said, love is the only reality.
Yes.
Apparently he doesn't know reality TV too well.
It's not real.
He met his wife in a bar. Yay, Massachusetts. It seems like there's a lot of drinkers up in Massachusetts. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So Chris is very sensitive. The girls in the family are pretty worried about him because he's their little lamb.
They just want him to be happy.
Yeah, he's the oldest, though. He should have been out of the house already. He's kind of a mother boy.
Well, I don't know why you're being so hard on him.
I really think he just needs to move on. Maybe I'm being insensitive.
I think you're being really harsh.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you'd be saying that if you died.
I'd be dead.
I know.
All right, so Mom would approve. They're all talking about Mom like she's like right there, and you know, oh, if Mom were here, shoot. It's just weird to me. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm a stone cold bitch. What can I say? So they have a rock tower in their backyard. That was pretty cool. Actually, I think Chris's family is really cool. I just think he's kind of a little baby. And he's 32 or 3 years old.
I'm just gonna...
All right. More wine and face for serve. Were served in the tower. He ate her face off. That was kind of disgusting. I felt awkward. Yeah. Don't judge me. All right, so it's time for Green Bay, Wisconsin, and Kirk. Well, his family's a little strange because...
2 Christmases!
They don't speak. The mom and dad just don't speak anymore. So I guess that must have been a bad break.
Yeah.
So they visit Dad first. Dad doesn't waste any time trying to lure Allie in.
Oh, come down to the basement.
All I could think was, it puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah. Mad creepy.
Yeah. He's a taxidermist, I think. I don't know if that's his main job or it's just a hobby.
I don't know.
But he doesn't kill animals. He brings them back to life. No. That's not back to life. They might look like they were once alive. The thing that bothered me the most was the freezer full of dead animals with food in it.
No.
And coming in a close second was the squirrel mold with no skin on it that was constantly behind Allie in the shot when she was talking to him.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was freaky. But Dad approves. So she was all over Kirk when they were playing with the adopted sister out in the backyard. She was jumping all over him. I would have been like, woman, we're at home. You know, this is my family here. Can you, like, not jump my bones for, like, 2 seconds?
And the sister was, like, young, too.
I know. What a great example to set for her. All right, so now it's Mom's turn. Granny was there and the 2 sisters.
I thought there was 1 sister.
Oh, I thought there were 2. Anywho, what was going on with Mom's Snooky Puff? That was a little weird. I'm sorry. And I kind of was distracted the entire time. I don't know exactly what went down, except that Mom approved. But I was wishing Mom would have splurged for the clear braces the whole time. It was like Mom had a grill.
Yeah, well, they seemed like a nice family.
They did, but I was so distracted.
All right, on to Chicago, Illinois to visit Frank.
Oh, boat tour with beer.
What the hell was Frank wearing?
Frank is a full-blown metrosexual. If I didn't know he was straight, I would have sworn he was gay.
His boobs were out.
He was showing a lot of cleavage. And that thumb ring, something says freaky about it when a straight guy wears a thumb ring. Frank's very worried. He always has been from day one. This is a very big decision. I think Frank is probably the only sane one on the show that realizes that this is somebody I'm going to propose to. This shouldn't be on a show.
But he looks so crazy because he's up next to all these actual crazies.
Frank looks like one of the characters out of Yellow Submarine. I'm sorry. He is attractive, but it's just sometimes with that weird smile, he's like really weird.
Okay.
His dad kind of reminded me of Maury Povich, too. But Mom loves Allie. And Frank and Allie are both stressed out. What does that tell you? That they are unsure of this relationship. But
since day one.
Exactly. But they're trying to convince each other for the sake of the show that it can work.
We'll see.
All right. So it's time to jet back to Los Angeles, California, where Pimp Harrison awaits. You know what that means.
It's chat time.
Exactly. So Chris Harrison very calmly asks, "Is your husband here?" I'm scared, Chris. That says it all. Yeah. Right there. That statement signals to me that this show is going to end badly.
Well, it's time for the rose ceremony, and Allie's really upset.
Very upset. Everyone's family is great. I just want you guys to know that it's not because of anybody's family. It's because of you. All right, so Roberto gets the first rose, followed by Chris, which really stresses Frank out because he's like, bottom 2 again? Okay, it's Kirk. Sorry, Kirk, but you really dodged a bullet. And besides, I think I smell a future bachelor.
Maybe.
That could be. Next week, Tahiti. Frank has always wanted to go to Tahiti because he's going to drop a bomb there. If you don't want to hear a spoiler, stop the video right here. But Frank, while he was at the tail end of his hometown date, hooked up with his ex, and they got it on tape. But they didn't tell Allie. Oops. So Frank drops a bomb in Tahiti. I'm going to get back with my ex. But let me enjoy Tahiti a little first. All right, kids. Till next week. Much love.